Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's Tanya from 4Girls Jewelry. Today I work whole day on my rings because I sold almost everything that has the gemstones on my previous show. Only simple rings that I have, that I made, I still have them. So I thought, I'm still working on the rings, so I will film what I do next. Like, I'm bored to do the same exact design that I did before, so I come up with different designs. These are all the same, they just need to be polished. They were in a liver of sulfur. I just took them out, they're still wet. So there is a variety, same idea, but each time I like to create something that I can do from one idea. I can do a bunch of them. I can do more simple, more complicated, with the different gems, with a different length. So we will concentrate today on those. Also, a lot of you don't use torch, which I love to use because I always do finish with a little torch, those ball ends, But these rings looks fantastic even when you're not using torch. This one is just, these ends are just hammered from both sides. So I thought this could be ring that even those who don't use torch, you can guys make it. About my ring, because I receive a lot of comments about it. It's very weird, and I can't even take it off because it's too hot outside today. Today we have like over 100 degrees and humidity crazy. I can't even open the door. So this ring is made, there is one pendant on my YouTube channel with the 7 wires that you make any capuchon inside. It's exactly the same thing, because if I would be able to take it off, you will see it's the same design. I put the 7 strands, and inside is a melted, I put probably thousands of small pieces of scrap silver wires. They were so tiny, like a millimeter or whatever. And I put them all together and I melt it and I make this. This is my promise ring that I will never allow anybody to treat me disrespectful or abuse me. So this is my body and soul tied together with a lot of baggage in my life, with all the experience, and this is my promise ring. So that's about my ring, because you guys ask, I want to answer. Polishing, a lot of question was about polishing. So I love to use painter's black. That was used a lot, but you can go to local hardware store. After liver of sulfur, I always wash with a soap and baking soda. Baking soda neutralized. So these were like only from baking soda, and you already see how beautiful they look when they dry, because some of them are still wet. So yeah, this one is still like wet. I just put them in a liver of sulfur. But when they completely dry, I usually put gloves, because your oil from your skin, if you want to protect them with the Protector Clear that I use, that liquid. I have it here. I will show you the bottle because I ordered a huge one. So that's the product I use for that, because it coats everything, like copper, brass, silver, stainless steel, aluminum, bronze, everything. So it's good for the for not prevent tarnishing, right? It's a liquid, so I use brush, but they recommend to put the gloves because your oil from your skin goes on your rings or any jewelry you make, and then when you protect it, it still will have those like spots where the oil touch, so it will be darker, and you don't want that. You want to in my pieces it's not even noticeable because they are not perfectly cleaned. I don't like them cleaned perfectly, right? But what I do is I put the gloves and I take the painter's black and I just polished to the extension that I want. I do it by hand. Now I have also Dremel tool, so I use a little bit Dremel tool too. But when I do something small, I used to like polish it with the hand. So you can see, and whenever when you feel it's enough, then you put with a brush that protection on it. I use 3 coating because I like that will be nicely sealed, so it will be at least for a little bit. People don't have to worry about polishing. It's not forever because your skin, when you wear, it's wore out the layer that you put on, so eventually it's need to be recoated. Make sure if you sell your jewelry, tell people if they feel that it needs to be recoated, they can reach you and you can charge for just recoating, whatever how much money you take per hour. So guys, I will show you now how to make this ring, materials, and what you need, tools. I will use 7-inch of wire. I think I cut 7, let's see. Yes, it was 7 inches. You can use any thick wire you want. 16, 18, depends what you have in your stash. I like to use today these Bail Maker plier, and I will probably use the largest one, so approximately in the middle. So we just make a little almost like a circle like looking, so that where they cross, then we will take another pliers and you just straighten your wires from both sides. So when we have this, each of them have a little that circle inside. It's just hard to see now. I don't think you will see it even. Okay, so that's what we needed. And we also need our block and we need our hammer. You don't need to hammer too crazy. Just a tight, like slightly lightly, so it will be nicely structural. Okay, we have that. I will take my mandrel. Also for these rings, you try to make, if you like size 7, make it smaller, because later when you hammer it will stretch. So let's see, I want a 7, so I will do like 6, almost a little bit bigger than 6. Okay, so we came to the point where we are here. I will take pliers when they meet, so we right there, right where they meet. Hold it tightly and take one wire. You have to really tightly hold. So I take one wire up and the one go down. That's it. So that's what we have so far. Now, if I wanted to make it hammer it, right? I won't use torch today. It will be hammered. So just make follow that curve and make it something like also curved around that previous circle. Take a little time, don't rush. It's very simple ring. It just, if you don't rush. Doesn't have to be perfect, because later when you put your bead, it will cover all imperfections, sort of. Okay, so I think this one is, we have one side longer than the other, So I will cut that little element, like a little piece of wire here. I might cut even more, we'll see. Right now, we do need to hammer that piece. So I will take my block, put it on the side, and just hammer it. Okay, one more, another side. I just need some sand block or something because it's making too much noises today. So yes, we're done with that. You guys, the one who loves to use torch, you can make it a little bit longer, and like in this piece or any other ones, you can just make the little end with the torch. It looks so cute. File the ends. I will not go all the way, you know, you can file the ends, so it will not be catching anything, right? So from both sides we file. I like to file nicely. It's need more. I just don't want to make video too long, so you know what to do. File. Now we need a little bead that goes inside. I will use these small tiny pearls, and I need 24 gauge, not a big piece, whatever you have, because we just need it for a little bit of attaching to the base here and then here. So let's see, I will measure it, because usually I don't measure it. That's bad, because then if I have a questions, I even don't know how long it was. Let's see. So that is the 24 gauge is 1 feet and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches long. So that's how much it was. So we put the little bead in there. And last time somebody commented that I didn't mention that this is herringbone stitch. I use herringbone stitch all the time. I rewatched the video. Yes, I mentioned it. You know, it's I know it's important to know that this is herringbone stitch, but sometimes I thought I forgot, so I apologize. But then I check it, and I did mention it. So that's also herringbone stitch. So we're doing the same thing like we did for the other ring before. I attach like 2 wraps one side. I use, this wire is 28, I think, gauge. You can use 28, 26. I like fine one. So I just have a piece of very fine wire, and I thought, why not? I use 4 rounds of that stitch. So there's the second one. 2, 2. Then we go around bead again. This will be 3, 3, and then one more time. We have 4, 4. And I anchor it twice or 3 times just to make sure it's cut, secure nicely. So that's what we have. So we have your little bead wrapped 4 times with a herringbone stitch with one end, because my bead is flexible. I can move it. I like when it's like flexible there so I can manage the length. Where we have not this side where we did this circle, but that side where we have our ends, we will attach our wire. So we go around. I found this easier because you can go around that. So I do 1, 2, 3. Then we attach to the top. So we have that around that wire. Go all the way down around this wire. See, that's the good that you can mold the bead. So yeah, so we have together, then top, down, then we go again to together, the top, again bottom. And if you want to make another one more, it's okay. Let's see how many I did. I did 3 on that side. So let's do one more. 1, and then you attach the top. So we have 3 together, you know. So now when I attach the top, then I will push all the way my wires down and lay it on that circle inside. And we have to attach our wire to the other end. So make sure you can open it a little bit, those two, and just attach. I would hold to the bead and just attach it. 1, 2. So we have 1 actually, no, it will be 2. Okay. You can always reshape later on the mandrel. So we have 2. I like to go after that, so the wire is from inside. I'm going to the frame, that circle that you made. I like to go inside. Try not to touch the herringbone stitch, just the frame. And I like to make those twos, like 3 sets of 2. So that's attached to the wire here and your frame where the bead sits. So that's what we have. Like we go from the frame inside, we attach to the top twice. 1, 2, then go inside again, make a space, make a little space here, and attach again twice. 1, 2, go inside in your frame, and you attach to, you know, it's easier when you, because it can be frustrating spacing, just hold with your hand, with your finger, and just navigate when the wire is supposed to go. Goes inside in the frame. I even can't see properly here. Okay, so we have 1, we have 2. Once we came to the end, because I want only 3 of those spacing, like touches on top, right? You can go where the bead, you attach bead, you can go around that. Let's see, I hope you can see it. sorry, construction. They still, on my backyard there is a school and they're still doing construction here, so it's I can hear the noises. Okay, so can go around that. Make sure you push nicely wire so it will not be something on the back. And we basically are on the other side. So I like to attach to the frame, to that circle, first circle that we attach the bead. We go inside. And then we do the same thing with the top. My herringbone stitch like moves a little bit, but then later when you're done you can everything put together. Okay, so we have, let's see, you can move a little bit your bead and then it will be easier for you. So we have 3 sets of 2 together, right? So we have 1 set, done. Let me just finish it and come back. Okay, so I'm done with those 3 sets. The wire was from, because when you finish it, it will be here. Then I would recommend to go around again that bead, like inside. You can just go where the herringbone stitch is. You can go inside because it's the best place where you can tuck your wire. So see wherever you attach the bead, it was right here, right? So you can do like twice, 2. There is a room, you will see. You can go around with your 24 gauge wire, just 1 or 2, and nicely tuck your wire. Okay, so I will not do it, you know, that's just right here, and then you squish inside. Same with the other end because I never cut the wire. After you're done, you put on your mandrel and reshape it nicely. If you have strong hands, it's nice, but still it's better to use your rubber mallet and just nicely like reshape it. Make sure it sits perfect because your ring need to be comfortable on somebody's finger. And see, I just, wherever I finish, I'll put it, reshape it nicely so it sits tight. Also hammer all the way with your normal hammer. That will stretch your ring, so that's why I recommend to make it smaller if you do it for yourself, because definitely it will stretch 100%. I even tried the same idea of the ring with the sterling silver twisted wire. So I make like twisted wire, and this is weird shaped stone. I put it on top. Also I use herringbone stitch the same way, attach. It was just a very asymmetrical, not normal shape, but I like it. I think, guys, that's everything for today. I feel like I missed something, that I just didn't talk about something, but yeah, I think that's it. We just finished the ring. I hope you will leave the comments below if you like it or don't like this idea, what you think about it. Please share. I usually don't say that, but I would love you to share my videos with your friends or anybody who can benefit, who can make the stuff with me, or just enjoy watching how it was made. I would really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, and I will see you next Tuesday. Maybe with the, I don't know, maybe with the torching project. Maybe I can start showing how I use my torch, and we can start making some amazing stuff together. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again. Bye bye.